Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Minton. Today we are back in the Brock Bourbon Bar, and we're drinking a little bourbon.
Just a little bourbon.
Just
a wee bit.
It literally is little bourbon. It's some low proof single barrel, which is just unusual. Evidently, they like proofing down their single barrels.
There are some people who do. There are some people who do. It just depends on the taste. There's some things that we've come across in our time and our reviews that if we put a rock in it, we put a little bit of water in it, it actually comes out a little bit better.
That's true.
So it's one of it's let's say I'm going to point to Barbara and say catchphrase.
Teach their own. She's a sweat dude.
Oh, she froze. She froze hard.
I'm not even Barbara, and I'm just, Barbara, you just take a nap, all right?
Barbara's had a really rough day today. I will completely admit that.
Fair enough.
All right. So what we're sipping on today is we recently, Barbara and I and our family, my side of the family, I should say, we recently took a family trip to Land Between the Lakes.
Right. You did some redneckery then if you went to Land Between the Lakes.
Oh, yeah. We went full redneckery. We went... we ended up with rednecks too. We got nice tans out of it.
I'm burnt.
But we rented a pontoon boat and went swimming out in Kentucky Lake. And in the mornings we did use about a dozen and a half eggs for everybody, and just kind of made breakfast for about
Was there 10 of us? I think.
Yes, 10 of us.
And you only ate a dozen and a half?
Well, we had like 3 packs of bacon,
and
some sausage and stuff like that. So
we did pancakes one day.
Yeah, the pancakes was the second day.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we did pancakes. But
Did we do it too?
Yes.
Yep. Eggs are always the star for me, man.
Okay.
I like eggs. I like scrambled eggs. Eggs over easy. Eggs over...
Yeah. So while we're there, there's actually a very famous restaurant there. It's kind of bloomed up into more of an area and an attraction now. But
yes, it has.
It's called Patti's 1880 Settlement. Originally, it was just the restaurant. And there's a couple of things that they were known for. So if you're familiar with the area, you already know this. I'm just kind of repeating a bunch of stuff. But the 2 things they're known for is they put in and bake their rolls in the red flower pots.
Terracotta.
The terracotta pots.
Okay.
They will
flower pot bread.
Yeah, it's called flower pot bread. They will literally put the dough in there. They'll throw it in the oven all there, and they will take it out wholly and then set it with the flower pot on your table. And it's like monkey bread. You just pull it off.
It's awesome.
Okay.
And then that comes with, they have some like strawberry butter, which is absolutely delicious.
I could get behind some strawberry butter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was very good, very good. And then the other thing that they are known for, even more so, is they make a 2-inch pork chop, like bone-in pork chop.
Like 2 inches thick or like
2 inches thick.
Wow, that's a hell of a pork chop.
It is a hell of a pork chop, and it tastes amazing.
So I've never had pork with you, Nick. I've never had a pork chop. And we've eaten out a few times together and stuff. But are you one of those dudes that can actually eat pork chops like medium well?
They say that it
has to be like 130 something degrees or whatever now. Which I was always a 160 dude, right?
If there's they even said there's going to be a little pink on the 2-inch pork chop just in the middle, which is perfectly fine, long as it's done.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to have that kind of raw, chewy.
Yeah, I don't taste. Even know that I could even do the little pink in the middle. Like pork is the one thing that scares me.
Absolutely.
And I know the U.S. we do way better job with the possible illnesses that come from pork, but I just as a kid, man, pork and chicken. If I ever get chicken that's got pink, done. I'm walking as fast as I can. So
I did at the Eiffel Tower.
They do go by temperature, so they verify that the temperature is correct, with a thermometer in it.
Gotcha.
So they confirm that it is 2 grade of what it needs to be.
Gotcha.
So roundabout story. While we're there, they had. In those areas, they have they're always known for having their back end moonshine places and stuff like that. So we went back into that area of their little settlement, or what they call it. They call it Patti's Settlement now. It's not just a restaurant; it's a settlement. So they have a lot of fun things that they do there. They have a bunch of shops, and so we came across one of the shops that was actually kind of their moonshine kind of store, and they can do the tastings, which if you've ever been to Gatlinburg, you've been to all these other places, same thing. And while we're there, they just mentioned it, going, oh, hey, we actually, branded our own bourbon that we sell. So, okay, let's give it a try.
Please.
Yes. So it is Patti's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's a single barrel. It comes in at 46% alcohol, and that makes 92 proof. Now, granted, single barrels usually sometimes a little bit higher than that, but there are a number that proof down. So,
but you said 4 years old.
They said it was somewhere between. The person who was talking about this to me wasn't the main person who did the pick or had all the details, but they said it was between 5 and 6 years old, somewhere in that range.
Okay,
so not super young, but it's not incredibly old. 7, 8 year old.
I've had perfectly fine whiskey at 5 years old.
Yeah.
So and. We're not at the time. He wasn't quite sure where it was sourced from, but the bottle has on the back of it said it's bottled by Silent Brigade Distillery out of Paducah, and a lot of the bottles look the same. And I'm going to make an assumption that it's possibly from there.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
He said it came from Paducah. I remember that.
Yeah.
He said it was like.
He just said it came from Paducah.
Well, there's a lot of things that could come from Paducah. If you know Paducah and Maysville and all those places out there, a lot of stuff can come from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Now, that being said, the mash bill is very consistent with Green River.
Oh, really? With it being a 10-21-9. Or sorry.
10.
What? No, I'm sorry.
Did you fall asleep at the wheel there?
Yes.
That is not 100%.
70.
Where's the
21.
other 60%?
Yeah, there you go. 70, 21, 9.
How much did you drink before I got here, Nick?
Not much.
Not much.
Oh, dear.
It's kind of like if you ever played cornhole or darts or bowling, you get better the more you drink.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
I'm just warming up, all right? I'm warming up.
As long as you're not playing jarts with
I'm
alcohol.
about to say that the old lawn darts that I don't know how we survived as kids back in the 80s having those old lawn darts. They have like safety measures now for those lawn darts because we have a set of those that we got for our kids. But man, those back in the day, during the 80s, late 80s and 90s.
We used to throw them in the air and see who would stand there the longest to see before we ran away.
Lawn dart chicken.
You are not lying. Good Lord. It's our fault because we know we did all the dumb stuff we did. We wanted to make sure our kids
don't do it.
We've created the wussification of America is what I like to call it.
That's very true.
Okay.
That's very true.
I can understand that.
Because you're a helicopter parent and your kids, you don't want them to do the same dumb stuff you did. But like I swear, there's days I wondered if I even had parents. Like I would literally just leave the house at like 7 a.m. and then come back when the lights when the lights went out and the moon came out. Like
I mean, I used to climb the apple tree up into the roof.
Yeah, there's about to say the one thing that I remember is my mom got pissed off at me many times because one of the subdivisions where I lived, they were doing some house building, and so a lot of times so whenever somebody's, especially our area, we always had basements. We didn't have just like the slabs, so that means early on there's this mound of dirt that was probably about 10, 15, sometimes 20 feet high,
right,
and we played King of the Mountain
there you
on
go.
that, but. Because it was loose dirt, it wasn't like a solid hill. Your feet sank in, and I can't tell how many times that I'd come back. I had white socks, and they did not come home as white socks.
You were the brown socks. Man, Barbara, I think you're gonna like this one.
I know I do.
Wow, it's floral. It's got that rye spice.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
There's
So we tried it while
I know
we were
there's
there.
a tiny bit.
There's a tiny bit of that mint in there.
Yeah.
And I said that when we were there, when we were tasting it, I was like, "Oh, Nick, I don't know about this one for you."
Yeah, I'm about to say there is a little bit there, but to me, it's at a tolerable level. I can handle it.
I would agree. It's at a tolerable level. It's definitely a little minty.
I think it's at the high tolerable. Because I know both of you.
Yeah, this leans more towards the sweet side. I will say that, but
Yes,
I
it
think
does.
it's because it's so low proof, right? Like there's a lot of other stuff. I will say this though, I'm shocked at the hug that it has for 92 or 94 proof.
92.
92.
Yeah.
It has a nice coating to it.
Yeah.
Where do people come up with these odd, numbers? Like I was at the Dierks Bentley release recently,
Right.
and 94 proof.
94. Wow.
Now, he said they landed on it oddly enough, even though the label's called Row 94, and he said that was a happy coincidence. Basically, is what he said. Because he said that he said 94 was the year he came to Nashville when he wanted to become a country music star. So it was one of those funny things. He said, but when they started tasting, they said they wanted to find something in a sweet spot between 90 and 100 proof, because so many people do 90 and so many people do 100, but they wanted to find something
Might as
different.
well find that happy medium. Agreed.
And he said they just landed on 94, and he goes, it was just kind of like, wow, I can't believe this is kind of where it landed. So
Oh, neat.
I don't know, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a really nice hug for being 92 proof for sure.
Yeah. But it's not a harsh hug.
No.
It's a nice hug.
No, it is. 100% it's a nice hug.
To me, this is a nice kind of fall campfire drink.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It could use I feel like it's just a little bit of mint, a lot of floral, and then it's just not, there's something missing. Like there's no baking spice. There's no.
Yeah, if there is anything in there, it's very, very subtle.
Yeah, there's no fruit. There's no, it's just the sweetness that you're getting for probably the corn, because it's not super caramelly or vanilla-y. Then you get that like floral note.
And it could be based off the proof.
Yeah.
It could be. Like I said, I was just hoping that there would be just a little more.
Yeah.
You're
As
just
Master
looking,
P would say.
no. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's missing maybe a possible one notch of complexity.
Yeah, there's something missing. Whether it's that sweet note that would come from caramel or vanilla, or a fruity note that might come from like an apple, or a citrus note. Like I was really expecting like a citrus note to come through based off the mash bill, and then on top of it, the fact that it had been proofed down so much that sometimes those citrus notes will pop at that lower proof.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, it's still a great pour.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. It's not what I expected. We'll just put it that way.
And I mean, this is their first round of doing kind of a bourbon release for their area, where they've been doing moonshine.
Correct. They have.
Which just to plug them slightly, their moonshine line is called Calvin's Swine.
Oh, Calvin's Pig. The more I drink of this, like the more the floral's coming out.
And we figured that out when we first tasted it as well.
Yep, it kind of changes a little bit as you go along, but it's kind of like the mint goes away, the floral goes up a little bit, almost to where you're getting back to those field greens.
Yeah.
Field green levels.
Just like I said, I just feel like it's missing something. Like I said, perfectly fine. You could drink this, super easy drinker, but it's just missing something.
No,
I'd be interested to see how
round two.
Yeah, round two.
Right.
See if they.
I'd just be interested to find out where it's from. It just says Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
Like, am I right? Is it Green River? Is Nick right? Is it coming from Soldier Brigade? Wherever?
Silent Brigade.
Silent Brigade.
There you go.
Well, if anybody
is it coming from Jackson Purchase? I mean,
Yeah,
really,
that's
Jackson
the area.
Purchase is literally like
Yeah.
maybe 20 miles from their max.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
maybe they can do some research for us and maybe give us something. You never
Yep.
know.
Yeah, and
If
I
anybody's
gave
listening.
them our information. I came back the next day. He says, "Hey, yeah, I found your podcast and I joined." So, or followed. So
Yeah,
he's going to
the
hopefully hear
bartender.
this at some point.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and maybe reach back out to us and get us some
Yeah.
information.
Yep. Maybe he'll send us the next bottle.
And I think
Fingers
that might
crossed.
be. Yep.
Yeah.
You never know.
Said, overall, I mean, like I said, I'm not disappointed in the pour overall. I think it's a perfectly fine little bourbon here. Missing a little something, and it may be just the youthfulness of it, right? Like, I mean,
It might be.
maybe it's it's just missing this little notch because it hasn't found it yet because it didn't spend enough time in the barrel.
Yep, that's very possible too.
But it's sweet. It's that it's actually getting a little sweeter the more we drink it.
Yeah.
But that floral note it's there. It's
Absolutely.
hanging in there, as I would say, like a biscuit.
Yeah,
Like a hair and a
bad
biscuit.
biscuit.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely got that floral note.
Yes, it does.
So I don't know. So Barbara, I'm since this was obviously a you picked this up bottle because it was not Nick.
No, it was not.
I picked it up,
He
but
purchased it.
You picked it up and paid for it after she told you to get a bottle of
Yes.
it.
There you go.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying I knew how this transaction went. Is all I was saying.
absolutely.
Yes, it definitely started with me. Yeah, I mean, yes, there is a little bit missing in the complexity, and I agree. I am interested in batch or barrel 2, whatever. But I mean, in terms of just something simple to just sit around and sip and shoot the breeze with somebody, I'm going to put this at a probably like a 6.5, 7.
Okay. What's the price point? That will help me decide on my number.
That's 65.
65. Ooh.
I know,
Yeah.
but this is their first foray into
That's
this.
fair. That's
so-
fair. I'm going to take into account this is their first one.
Okay.
Right.
They're probably trying to make a little money so they can afford to do the next one or the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it about a 6.3.
Okay.
I was about 6.5.
Yeah.
As I said, I think this is a good attempt
Mm-hmm.
at one of the first rounds of trying to get into the bourbon game.
Right.
I'm
It's
not
a valiant effort.
I mean, it's not. Is it youthful a little bit? Yes, but it doesn't have that youthfulness that we found in other releases.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the distillery, but I remember the one. I think it was from Virginia or
Somewhere around there.
yeah. That stuff was like straight corn. Like it was like
Yeah.
super youthful.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
I just don't remember.
Then they
which
gave
it
us
was.
one that had was finished in tequilas, the same mash bill, same everything. The tequila one was oddly better than the other one. So
I remember that one.
So it's funny how you never know what you're going to get when, especially when the mail call comes. Barbara picked this one, so I mean, it was Barbara,
Right. Absolutely.
We'll push her under the bus on this one.
Fantastic. Bring it on all day long.
You can handle it now. If I'd have said that 15 minutes ago, she probably would have killed me.
Absolutely.
She's got just enough whiskey in her.
Just enough.
Fair enough.
The nerves and the edges has come down a little
There we
bit.
go.
So yes.
100%.
Okay, and I've been away from the one child that really was giving me issues.
If you're in the middle of a semi-dry county and you're looking for a bourbon and you can't find anything anywhere else, you should pick up Patti's Kentucky Bourbon. And where is that Patti store?
It's at Patti's 1880 Settlement in Grand Rivers, Kentucky. It's like literally like at the north end of between Lake Barkley and Lake Kentucky. It's like right in the middle. It's a very big area for there.
Yeah.
It's where like all the boats and boat ramps and a lot of the major marinas are in that area.
But you can pick it up. It's
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, my only big thing is this should be about a $45 bottle.
I would agree with that. I think it should be about 45 to 50.
Yeah.
I would agree for that. I think
it's hard to get a single barrel much cheaper than that, and I kind of know that from experience. But like it's just 92 proof at $45 should probably be the money.
not going to just disagree with that.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just think that this is their first time around. They're just trying to feel it out.
Yeah.
See what.
And I think it's also because it's a bit of a tourist area.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
that's fair. And like I said, all these things are fair
Yeah.
to take into account. I just give him my solid 2 cents worth, and that's really about all it's worth. It's about 2 pennies. So
2 pence.
There you go. I'm none the richer. That would be 6 pence, wouldn't it? Dang, I messed
6 pence.
that one up. Dang. All right, anyway, that's our episode of Bird Barrel Talk. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast, wherever you take and partake your podcast, we're probably there. There were 2 new ones that I had to sign up for this week.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Where?
Interesting.
Boomcast?
No,
I've never
not
heard of
familiar with
that one.
Never heard of it. And
Okay.
I can't remember the other one, but there was
Okay.
something that showed up on Podbean whenever I was downloading and moving stuff down.
Yeah.
I had to hit the plus button to add them to those. So
All right.
So,
Fantastic.
so evidently I wasn't everywhere. I
But
was
you're
missing
getting
a-
everywhere.
but I'm getting everywhere.
We're working on it.
When they give me the plus sign, I hit the plus sign and drop our URL in there. So we'll just put it that way.
Fantastic.
Anyway, that's our episode. You can email me questions at bourbonbarreltalk@gmail.com. And then I think that's pretty much it. Scott, the Brock signing off. Peace.
Prost.
Peace out.